Hello and welcome back. We are in my car. Oh my god, do you see the view behind me? Hey guys, we're in my car. This is not a new season. I don't want to keep confusing people. Still the same season. We're just in my car. We're still outside. The season we're outside. And we're not actually outside, we're still technically inside of my car because I'm too shy. I'm too shy to film out in public right now. And I just thought, you know what, why not just find a cute little spot, give you guys a good view, and just talk, kiki it up. There's really no structure to today's episode, as always. Anywho, yes, in case you were wondering, this is my car. Meu carro. Mi carrito. I don't even know if that's how you say it. And if I'm whispering, it is because I'm whispering, because there's homes everywhere and I doubt anyone can hear me. I'm like facing this park, but not really a park. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a park, but without a park, not for kids. And they have like a little library, like a free library maybe? I don't know. Maybe I can go there and check it out, or maybe not. But yeah, we're here. I'm a little shy, even though I'm in my car in the comfort of my own comfort zone. Speaking of comfort zones, this girl has been stuck in her own comfort zones, And sometimes I complain that life hasn't really changed, and it's like, girl, if it isn't the consequences of your own actions, maybe if you put in a little bit more effort, it's like expecting to have abs when you put zero effort into actually having abs. Not saying that that's what the goal is, but similarly, like I have certain goals in my life where I'm like, why am I not hitting them? Like, I don't know. But I also am crossing this fine line of trying to just be nice to myself, and just go with the flow. But I know it means just consistent little habits every day. But I ain't consistent. At least not with, like, certain things, right? Other things, yes. And then other things, no. It's like, like, okay. This recent struggle that I've been thinking, and it's like, we all know that short form content is making people wildly successful, and it's like reaching different audiences. And I know that's what I need to tap into. But I'm just here doing my long form, just geeking it up. Obviously we do have the shorts on all my platforms of this whole episode. But maybe it's not connecting to the audience the way that I need it to. I don't know. And it's like I could just take some time out of my day to make short little videos. Like I have so much content on my phone that I could use. Just cut them up into short little videos, little vlog stuff. The amount of vlogs that I have on my phone, like content for them. And I don't think people would even care if it was like from a year ago or like a few months ago or even 3 years ago, right? And I could do like my whole like inspirational ones, you know, so it still like ties into the brand and like what I'm actually here for, right? Like purpose. Give something a deeper meaning. But then I stop myself. And I don't know why. Is it 'cause I'm afraid of success? Is it because, I mean, I just see it as a form of self-sabotage, you know? Like, what else would it be? But, yeah. I don't know, I just hope I don't stop myself in that sense, right? We had our first guest appearance on Hire Me, baby. Actually, technically second, right? Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of weird when you think of it. Like, you are the only person that's gonna get you out of anything, right? Like, nobody's coming to save us. We all know that. I feel like that's pretty obvious. Or maybe sometimes we don't know. Or we do and we need a reminder. And here's your reminder. Nobody's coming to save you. And I need that reminder, let's be honest here. Usually the things that we preach about are the things that we need to hear. So, this podcast is really for me, not for you. But yeah, again, that fine line of like, don't be so hard on yourself, but like, push yourself. If you want results, you need to put in the work, you know? And I know that. But it's like, aren't I doing enough already? No, you're clearly not, you know? It's a gorgeous day out, love. There's nothing to be worried about. I really do like the view over there. It's a gorgeous view. Like, is this recording? It better be. Are we doing a little thumbnail? Yeah, I just did a little thumbnail moment. Mwah. You think this is the end of today's episode? You're gonna wish. I'm kidding. Like, you know, I do try to push myself sometimes. I try to get out of my comfort zone, and I think it ties back into the whole like loneliness thing. It's like I've done it so much already that at this point it's like it feels like a burden to do it alone. It doesn't feel like, oh, I don't know, it just doesn't feel positive anymore for me. And I know that's a really messed up way of seeing it, 'cause, girl, you should absolutely I should absolutely be doing it, but I don't know, guys, I don't know if, like, my brain is too foggy because I still haven't quit smoking weed, right? You know? It's like, if I do that, I will for sure have a clearer mind. But it's like, will it bring me the success that I need? Probably, you know, saying it out loud, yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. And I hate to sit here and be like, yeah, like, let me share some wisdom when I myself am struggling with the own wisdom in my own head, you know? And it just, the longer this all takes, the longer it takes for me to find my people, for me to find success in what I'm pursuing, the longer it takes, the more doubtful I get. And I know that's not the right attitude, right? Like, you shouldn't. You should always believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who the hell is gonna believe in you? No one. But it gets exhausting, you know? If I'm being really honest. And it's like, am I exhausted because I smoke weed and I don't prioritize my health at times? Yeah, probably. That's probably what 50% of it is. And then the other 50 is circumstantial. But I don't know. Am I just complaining into the abyss? Probably. I would just love someone to have ideas bounce up and at 'em. Bounce ideas off of. Up and at 'em. Up and at 'em. No. Ugh. You know, podcasting in a car is kind of like my back is. But yeah, and it is getting a little warm. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I like to think that I know a few certain things, and I like to think that I like to help my friends out with certain advice, and that I have the right advice, and I have the right thing to say, and all of his wisdom to share on this podcast, but man, oh man, I am so far from being a perfect human being who's got it all figured out. I don't. I really don't. I worry about my life every single day. I worry about where my life will be in a year from now. You know, the path that I'm choosing is nowhere near stable. And, like, where the economy is heading, like, you know, and certain habits that I haven't really gotten quite the hang of yet, you know, even financial stuff. It's like, feels weird saying it out loud. It feels like, I don't know, like I'm a little weak for saying it, but maybe I need help. Maybe, like, I need the universe, I need God to send me someone that will help me out, you know, that will give me that little extra push that I can't do for myself at all times. Someone to remind me, like, hey, Tayna, you're filling up someone else's cup a little too much. Like, how about fill up your own first, you know? And it's crazy, because, like, the other day my roommate said something about tailoring something, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can fix that up. When there's things in my room, in my closet, well, I don't have a closet, but there's things in my room that I can absolutely tailor myself, and I've just been putting it off. But for my roommate, no problem. Yeah, let me do it right now. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? And it's crazy, because this is coming from a girl who, like, actually loves and respects herself. So it's like, what the fuck? I don't get it. I really don't. When I said loves and respects myself, I told myself I wouldn't really talk about this, but I'm like, you know what? It kind of fits in perfectly. I broke the seal. I did the deed after so long of staying celibate. And my advice, stay celibate. What a waste of a body count. Yes and no. Let me tell you. So, I met this guy on Tinder, and then we exchanged socials and numbers, I think, too. And then we met up one day just spontaneously. He messaged me. He's like, hey, Northern Lights are tonight. Wanna see them? Do you know a cool spot? And I said, yeah. Yeah. You know, I was more so like, let's go see the Northern Lights, you know? Like, I don't want to go alone. And especially where I wanted to go, I was like, maybe not alone. In the middle of the woods, in the river, you know? Yeah. So we went, and it was fun. Like, you know, I thought he was funny. Although he does not get my humor. Then or now. Like, buddy, keep up. But anyways, yeah. So after a few months, oh yeah, we went on that date. It was barely a date. We went to go see the Northern Lights. Lasted, 20 minutes, took some pictures, talked a little. He didn't ask me a single thing about myself, and I said, ew, not going out with him again. And then he would message me here and there, and like, he's just very dirty-minded, talked about sex immediately. I was just like, that's a little much, you know? And then sent a few dick pics here and there. Anyways, why Tayna? Why? Anyways, I swear there's a point to this. I freaking hope so. I'm not just like airing out my dirty laundry on the internet for no reason. Mom and Dad, if you're watching, please don't. Please don't. Anyways, moving on. A few months later, almost, I want to say 6, 7, 8 months, I don't know. A few months later, he messages me, and we decide to go out. I don't know why, but I just said yes, and also I'm kind of in that mode of like opening my heart up again, and like maybe to the possibility of having like a friends with benefits, and that's exactly what I told him. And I don't know if I regret telling him or not. I don't know. I mean, I was being honest, and I'm not expecting much out of that connection, you know, like, he made his intentions very clear, and I think I made my own too, right? So, I think we're both willingly getting into this, like, you know, we're both just gonna use each other, but I wish it was worthwhile. I really do. Like, how I can't wrap my head around the fact that, like, how do you sleep with someone and not, like, it was just so selfish, you know, like, not at one point did he try to, like, get me off. I'm sure he thought he did, but he tried again and like 50 more times, you know. I don't know. I can't believe I'm telling you guys my hoe story. Well, as you guys know, like, I've been celibate, so this is extremely new for me. And you know, it was okay. Like, we went to a farm before. We went out to this yacht. He said a boat, and I'm like, cool, yeah, we get there, and it's a freaking yacht, and it just happens to be something that he's, like, working on, like, this summer project, and we didn't go out into sea, like, we just stayed at dock, watching the sunset, and, you know, that's when and where it happened, but it was so weird to me, and I don't know why I let it happen, but I guess I let it happen, and that's it, you know, like, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I'm obviously not gonna go around doing it again, you know, I think I just wanted to feel something, even if it was so surface level, even if it was so mundane, but I realize now that, like, I'd rather wait. I'd rather just be bored than go through that, you know? Like, it was okay in the moment, and, you know, I tried to pleasure myself, and he kind of, like, disrupted that, which I find rude. And he got to finish. Did I? No. Obviously not. I had to finish it off the night of, when I got home, with my trusty little friend. It disappoints me, you know, and it it really does make me feel like, man, what if there really is no one out there for me? And obviously maybe I shouldn't sleep with them right away, but well, it's been a few months and we'd been talking for a bit, kind of on and off. I don't know. Now I'm like regretting saying this. Will I even ever post this? I don't know. But yeah, no. Even the perfect celibate little girl, ew, the little girl is wild to throw in that sentence. Just, the perfect celibate, I'm living life so virtuously, my highest power messes up, like I do things not for my highest good. And it's okay, because I always end up learning something, which is, don't. It's not worth it. The first night, I remember I came home, and I told my roommate, she wanted to know what sign he was, and I said, obviously a fire sign. I just forgot which one, and I remember I had asked him the first time we met. And then right before we left, I left his car. When he dropped me off, I was like, wait, what sign are you again? He goes, Leo, and I go, great. Well, I didn't say that. I was just like, yeah, I could tell. He's like, yeah, that's what you said last time. I was like, oh, yeah. Hey, listen, I love Leos, but when they're just using you for one thing, ouch, and it's like, none of it was it just felt so transactional, even though we reiterated so many times and through text, we want it to come naturally. We don't want it to just be so transactional. We both wanted something mutual. And even later, actually, before he had dropped me off, after we went to the boat, we even went grocery shopping together. And he offered to buy a few things for me, and I'm just like, no, it's fine. I didn't need any groceries. And it was a last minute stop. But even in there, our conversation was kind of fun, and I learned things about myself. One being, I can be flirty in public. I can, I was making jokes, I was, obviously we had just done the deed, and I'm helping him with his groceries, and I'm holding the meat, so I'm like, yeah, I'll hold your meat, and I'm looking at him I didn't think I had that in me. And I know that's such a silly thing, and you're probably like, ugh, girl, are you in 3rd grade? Yes, okay, I don't have much experience, so yeah, I am. I'm learning from the very start. Those awkward, weird, messy connections, But yeah, and then went to bed that night feeling unsatisfied, because not only did I realize that it's so easy for that to happen, I remember I would spend time literally trying to think of how people even cheat, how people even have sex. How is that, is that really just a normal thing that people do? And I'm just not in on it. For me, it's this whole ordeal. It's always been. But this time around was just so nonchalant. I'm just what? That was just too easy in a way. But not easy in a way that you want it to feel easy, not oh, I just felt so good and easy. No, it was just so oh, that was easy. I thought, you want things in life with a little bit more pressure to them, with a little bit more oomph for you to feel it. I mean, at least I do. But, yeah. And then I got home, told my roommate about it. She couldn't even fathom it either. She's like, what? What do you mean you're not satisfied? This is supposed to be a good moment. This is supposed to be a hell yeah, a hot girl summer moment, And I'm just like, yeah, I don't really want to see him again. And he still hasn't even messaged me back, which I'm totally fine with, although the day after, I did not feel too good emotionally. Like, oh my god, it was like literally the worst day of my life. I felt so useless. I felt so, not because of him at all. It was just, I think I was just so disappointed in myself and the experience. But then I kept reminding myself, like, it was at sunset, it was on a boat, like, it was fun, we even high-fived each other, because none of us had done it on a boat before. So, you know, like, the experience itself wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was just, I was disappointed that it wasn't with the one, which is crazy, because, like, I don't know, like, not a lot of people get the luxury of having the one, like, meeting the one at a young age, and then just being with the one, and sometimes that doesn't really work out, right? Everyone has their own path, and this was still a fun experience, and I shouldn't just brush it off because it wasn't with a loved one, you know, and I think it did mess with my confidence a little, you know, like, I was just a little like, oh, and he didn't even message me back, like, great, I'm easy. Like, you know, and I know I'm not. I freaking know I'm not, you know? But I guess some people just have the privilege of seeing that side of me. Like, like, 2 people. Well, technically, yeah. I was about to, like, say my actual body count. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. No. I'm already sharing this. Like, I don't need to share the actual amount, you know, and it's not been a lot. I'll tell you that much. But the experience has taught me a lot about myself. And I guess that's all you can hope for every single time something weird like this happens in life, right? It's like, where's the silver lining? Where do I learn? Where do I not fix myself, but where can I do better, right? And what I'll do better is not cut myself off from connection like I have done in the past whenever I felt like this. Not that I've felt this specifically, but yeah, it's kind of a first for me. Never really just done it with someone and just, like, dipped, you know? Or, well, not, like, so transactional like that, but yeah, it was just, it made me realize I'm a girl with depth, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna find anyone with the depth to match, right? And what if for the rest of my life it's always just gonna be these kinds of connections? These, like, mediocre connections. It's gonna be really sad, and I'm gonna bitch about it here, but yeah, I finally did the deed, guys. I know, I went from, like, not talking about boys for, like, literally 4 or 5 years straight to just, yeah, came out of the closet, the prude closet. I'm not actually a prude. Like, it was, okay, it was, no, I can't even say it was fun. I'd be lying. Yeah. Just really weird. And oh my god, he was such a bad kisser. Like, such a bad kisser. You guys. He was a terrible kisser. Like, don't just freaking kiss me and use tongue right away. Like, ease into it, babes. Ease into it. Like a dance, you know? Like, charm me. Don't just go into it. And that's the thing, like, I allowed that. I still did things with him even though he was a terrible kisser. My inner circle does not know that I did the deed. I've been hiding that fact. And I don't know why. I think it is the part of me feels just ashamed, you know? Like, me, out of all people, I did that. You, her. But, again, I know I'm not. I know I know my morals, my values, and I guess that was just a test from the universe. Just, and I don't think it was meant to be such a heart-shattering experience. I think it was just meant to teach me that I do know exactly what I want, and it's to just wait for the right person. And if the right person doesn't come along within the next year, you best know I might be getting myself into a very similar situation next year. No, I'm kidding, because I have obviously learned from it, I'm not gonna do that. But I'll probably... Well, I'm still open to new connections, right? I'm still... Something like this, or a heartbreak would have happened, I just shut down. I just shut down completely. I don't want any connection. Whereas in this, it was what? A day of sadness, and then I was yeah, no. I'm still me, I'm still cute, I'm still a baddie. So yeah. I'm still talking to people, still messing up, still figuring it out, still in this weird limbo phase of life. Yeah. I guess that's what life's about. And also, thinking about it, before I did the deed, I was kind of hoping I would, when they say, when you sleep with a woman, it's because the woman wanted to. I wanted to, fully. I shaved. I prepped. I knew this was a DICK appointment. Yes, I am a whore. I'm kidding. I'm not. But, that was my first time. So, yeah. What was I saying? I forgot. But yeah, either way, I can't say this will be my last. Oh, I think that's kind of along the lines that I was trying to think of. It's, let's say I do meet my soulmate, next week, or next year, or whatever. At least I don't have to have just that one experience or a few experiences for the rest of my life. Now I can have this awkward hookup, but not that awkward. Just, he clearly is not right for me, and I'm okay with that 100% kind of connection, and I'll forever remember the time that I did it on a boat. Yes, it was casual, and who cares? Guys do it all the time. What, I did it for the first time in 3 years, because I finally felt safe enough. I finally felt in a space of healed. And although for the next 24 hours after that, I did not feel that way, but literally 48 hours after I did, I came back to me. I came back to my own power. And I knew I wasn't doing it for any other reason than pleasure. Just mere pleasure, just playing into it, right? This guy that I've been kind of talking to, kind of not. We've just been flirting, saying wild shit to each other, okay? That's what that connection is. And I played into it. And I'm not mad about myself. I'm not. So, I do have self-respect. I do. I'm taking the power back. But do I know what the hell I'm doing this lifetime? No. No, I do not. But I think that's okay. I don't think anyone has it figured out. And if you do, please write a book and give it to me. I want to know. What the hell is this life about? I think we all know the answer to that question. I think it's small little moments, small little weird hookups with people you shouldn't be hooking up with. But we laughed. I'll give him that. We did laugh. Even though he doesn't get my jokes. Slow. Anyways. It's hard. It's hard when you're like the funniest person you know, and then you like meet up with other people who don't understand humor. I don't know. Maybe it's because English is not his first language. I was about to say his name. Because it's very not English. Very not English. This is very not English. But anyways, guys, yeah, this is the end of today's episode. I really do like filming in the car. Like, the lighting is perfect. I look perfect. Also, if you're wondering what I'm wearing a one piece from Aerie. It's like a navy jumpsuit thingy. Yeah, you can't see it. I'm not gonna get up to show you. Yeah. Anywho, thanks for listening to my awkward hookup story. No, my awkward life story, really. Some people might think I'm kind of crazy for even publishing this and posting it online, but you know what? I don't know how else to live than other than in my own truth and authenticity, babes. So, this is it. I see some people come in, so I'm gonna close out today's video. Mwah, mwah, and mwah. I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao, ciao. I really mean it. Ciao, ciao. Oh, I didn't give you guys your kiss. Come over here. Okay. I love you, babes. Did I move the camera? I did. I'm sorry. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.